Hey everyone, today is, I forgot what day it is. It's the day after Veterans Day, the 12th. Uh, yeah, November 12th, 2020. Yesterday I posted a video real quick, and now today I'm going to show you. So see, now it's gone up, 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 and look, it's formed the red candle. So it indicates it's, right now it looks almost 50-50, but I think there's a little bit more red up wick on this side and this side. So now we're hoping it will start going back down. So what I've done, I put me, some people will jump in right on this candle here when this forms here, but there's a reason you can or cannot do it. Now you can put a sell limit when it comes back down, so you can actually have it. But you might, some people may put it down in here or something. I put my sell limit right in here, so the candle has to come down a little bit back around where it was. Let's see, I can tell you exactly where I put it. Let's see, right. Oh. Right there, about where's that? Nope, let's see. Yeah, so right in there is where I put it. So I'm hoping it goes through sell limit, actually pushes down through it. It is actually 5:26 a.m. I've been doing this since about 5:30, getting set up, getting my coffee done. We'll start calling this Coffee with Dwayne mornings, just for the fact, and I ain't got my shirt on. Let me see my shirt. Hold on. I've had my coffee. You may speak. So we're going to start calling this Coffee with Dwayne. We'll try to start doing more of these videos. But like I said, early in the morning is when most people gets up. Some traders up early in the morning. If you're a Forex trader, if you're a regular stock market trader, it doesn't. I don't think it really matters what time you get up. A penny stock trader, most of them I've talked to, they're up about 2 hours before the market opens. A cryptocurrency trader, it doesn't matter. It's 24/7. The Forex, the reason why, I go back to the reason why a Forex trader, this is why. So usually right in here is be 3. Well, actually right in here is 2. When London gets in it, so these 2 overlaps for 1 hour, it start picking up motivation. So a lot of your traders will get up at 2 or 3. But when London comes in it, they'll start getting in it, looking at the charts, picking their day out. And when these 2 gets in it, it moves very quickly. So when these 2 overlaps, and then it runs all day. But when America stays in it, it stays pretty busy. But when these 2 are overlapping, it stays very, very busy. So that's why a lot of them gets up around 2, 3. I used to do it, but 4 o'clock is fine with me, or I have been up at 3 or 2, done my trade, got everything set up, looks good, went back to bed and got up, 6, 7 o'clock. But sometimes I'll get in here and do this, exercise, do some running, exercise right here while I'm watching this. Then I'll go back to sleep for a couple hours and get up and start my day. By then, usually sometimes I'm in a trade already, and sometimes I'm not. The one I'm losing on right now is one I probably shouldn't have done at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. But let me go ahead and show you if I got it pulled up. So this is my go. And the market should come trembling back down. I'm going to bet on it going back down. So like I said, I put my stop sell limit right in there. So as it pushes through that, hopefully it comes down. I bet it that it's going to do it. So therefore, I should make money on it coming back down. And what I was saying earlier, some people will get on here. I'm trying to find my pen. Some people will get on here, and as soon as it hits this little area right here, they'll jump in on it saying it's going back down. It doesn't. The candle keeps going to another, because you have a period that it can go so high and still be considered as one of those patterns. And some people do it. Now some software, they'll just let you keep going till it pulls back, and that's not the rules. The rules are you can only go so high and pull back. So like if you had a pattern form right here, for say, the pattern would stop here by the rules. But some people's software, they'll just let you keep riding all the way up, so then still look like a butterfly. The thing will look like I mean, something like that or something. It will look different. But even then, some patterns you think are forming, like this one could have been a butterfly, and it could actually have been a Gartley or a shark or some other pattern. Each one has different rules. Each one has different values. I think, if I'm correct, a butterfly with this pattern here is the most strongest. So if it forms, it's pretty much, unlike the other ones, it's probably got like a 90% ratio that's going to go down, as some of the other ones probably have like 85%. Man, like I said, this all depends on sometimes the pattern that forms. So right now I'm losing money as it keeps going up. So the goal is to make it, as it went up here, I start losing money. So now since it's here, I'm going to bet it coming down. So maybe it'll keep going down, since if you look at it, even though it shows here, looks like it's on a, up a sideward trend. If you go back, it's actually, if you go back to monthly, daily, if you go back to, let's say, weekly, see, it's on a downward trend. Doesn't mean it won't go up and start going back up now for the next, however long. But see, it went up a little up, and then all of a sudden it's down. So I'm assuming it was on a downward trend, and that's why I kind of stayed in it, because I thought, well, I'm losing, $200 or $300, but it's on a downward trend. It's going to change. Well, it never did change. So you're right here, still on a downward trend. This is a monthly, so each one of these candles represents a month. So I mean, there's years of it. But it doesn't mean it won't change and go up. It's just you got to have the money in it and the patience to wait it out, to hopefully it would change and go back in your favor. Trying to get my chart back set. So let's try the website. This is mine, and I've actually just now realized I haven't posted it, and all my other stuff I had on here is not here. So I have to go back and republish it, but I think it's I accidentally started another website, and this one I think went down. But if you look up here, here's the patterns. So let's do a harmonic butterfly, which is what this one is. See? And this tells you the rules. And I need to put a video here of doing that, like this one here, and recording it, saying, you know, this is how this forms. So this is the harmonic pattern, and each one will tell you, like, say, you know, you can only go from this point to this point. So like if it goes to here and back down to here, this here C cannot oversee this one. So it doesn't matter what the number is, but this one, whoops, this pattern, when you come down, cannot proceed over here. See the guidelines between these two areas. If it extends too far down, then it's not a butterfly pattern anymore. So you want 618.2 or 2.4. And I'm gonna do a lot of charts this Saturday. I'm gonna show y'all what is a I'm trying to think. It's too early in the morning. A Fibonacci, and these are all Fibonacci. Even the pitchforks are Fibonacci's. The butterflies, all the patterns are Fibonacci's. Elliott waves is deal with Fibonacci, and I'm gonna do the research, how it came about, where it came about. There's thousands, tens of thousands of videos on YouTube of it, everybody explaining it. There's one guy really does it, and he just does not go into, you know, how the number forms it, but he goes into how the triangles from a point in Alaska, all the triangles lines up in a straight line. And he says it coincident. No, he says it's just they believe it's how people done stuff. But even then, that was back in Egypt's days. But anyways, I'll see if I can find his video, and I'll post it in the link for Saturday. But I'll make another video Saturday over what is Fibonacci and stuff. But you know, Fibonacci, and if you look, you have all your patterns, like your Elliott wave. I mean, it's due to Fibonacci. Your pitchforks, your ABC, the patterns. All these are formed. You have different, like I said, you have different stuff in here. Now this is just a wedge. They found some guy back in the old days, back in 1960, found patterns that keeps forming, and they found that they followed the Fibonacci rules. They follow the rules, and these are Fibonacci rules, the numbers. Just gonna keep going. So the 61.8 is that considers God number. The 50 pops up every once in a while. The 78, I think the 38, or maybe it's these three. Yeah, 3182, 50, and the 618 pops up often. And then there's a famous trader that's made a lot of money, and all he does is Fibonacci's. Why could it just clear? He's used it through it, and how he does. He picks one area, like this one's a month. Let's go hourly. So he'll pick area. Look here. There's a wick. That's why I tell y'all, I'm sure I always tell you that there's a news come out about something and it goes way up. And so if you did not have a stop loss on that one, you'd have lost a boodle money. He always takes his Fibonacci and he'll draw it from one point to another point, which is what you do. And you're hoping this will pull back down to a certain area, but he never stops. He keeps using the same thing, and he'll draw another one here to here, here to here, and he watches it, and he does quite well and made millions off of it. But if you do the pitchforks, the pitchforks is the same way. It's just you do point of interest, and these are Fibonacci's. This one don't do it. I think there's another one. That's bar press. There's another one that actually labels the pitchforks. I mean, it would label which one it is. Yeah, I mean, they've got Fibonacci time zone, Fibonacci circle, Fibonacci. I mean, it's crazy what all there is, but I'm not gonna go too much of that. Over it. You have a Fibonacci right here. Extension retracement. So if I'll go up here, I'm gonna say here, it pulls back here. So there's another tool that you use. It's Fibonacci. It's saying it, hey, it's up here, but it's going to have to come back. And I'll show you how to use that later. But Fibonacci's in a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'll do it later because I have to do a lot of drawings and charts and numbers and put numbers up there, charts, patterns, pictures of what Fibonacci is. So, but this is how you get the patterns. They basically you just take let's see if it go. That should be, let's see. Yes, here's another pattern. Boom. Boom. That's another pattern people use a lot of. And there's a certain pattern it's got to do. I don't use that one that much. You got the head and shoulders that people use quite often. I did have a chart, had them all on it, but you can go through. Let me go back up to where I can see better. And how you do it, you basically take you a line, go from here to here or here, because it can come out. So we go the highest. And you may go to here, but this ain't gonna be one. I can tell you that right now. Here, here, but that's not one. But if this was maybe up a little bit here, or it might be up to here. But see, this overextends this one, so it's not going to be one. But if this one extended to about, say, right here, and then extend it downward to, let's say, here, then you almost got your pattern. So you go here, to there. So there's a pattern. And all thing this does is just color it in for you to make it look pretty. So that's where they get it. So then you would, to get these here, you would use your Fibonacci. So this must come back down to a certain point. Then you go from A to B and do the extended retractor, clear, and that would kind of give you an estimated point here to go. Now some people will do this trade and they'll kind of figure out where your D stop is. So I'm just going to clear the whole chart. No, I got a drawing over there. I don't want to keep. No. So a lot of them will. Well, let's go back to this one. Oh, wait a minute. A lot of them will come in and they'll find that it will come up, comes down, and they know if this comes back up and they do their Fibonacci and they see this one coming down, this is good, this is good, and this one's good too. So they're almost, and this is X, A, if I learn B, C. So by doing this, we're pinpoint what this one is. They assume when it starts coming down that D is going to end up here by using the Fibonacci, so they know somewhere it could come all the way back down to here and stop here. So they'll bet on this and let it ride down. It hits this area and then it starts going back up, and they'll bet on it going back up. So they have several trades here. So then another profession is you use pitchforks. So you have a point of here, you have what they call Charlie Delta, the guy who showed me how to do it, and then you have your pitchforks. So once this trade goes up and over, the pitchfork can also give you 3 more trades, 3 to 4 more trades, maybe 5 if it does. But it'll come back up. The pattern will come up. Like I said, some people rides it all the way up. There's a Fibonacci way of doing it, but you put Fibonacci, retrace this back to here. Fibonacci will tell you, hey, you have 3. Most people have 3 spots they'll try to get in and out. And it may go all the way back up here, and you get the 100% on your Fibonacci. And like I said, we'll go through that. So if this was a pattern, actually I went the wrong way. If that was a pattern, they're saying it's going to come back up, and they'll have it like the half, the 618, the up to the 100%, maybe the 100%, the 718, and the 618. They'll have it where these are their 3 stops, and some of them will bet all 3 of them. And that way, if it hits that one, they're out. If it goes up and hits that one, they're out. If it goes up and don't hit that one, it starts to come back down, they go ahead and get out, but they've made money off the first 2. So, and I know it's a lot to cover, but then on your pitchforks, and I'm in the trade. I'll tell you that right now. I'm in this trade. Look at it. It hit that, went right over that where I got in it, and now I'm in the trade. So the currency going down. But the pitchfork, let me go back to day. It's patterns on the day. So my pitchforks here and here. Let me change a different color than the rest of the pitchforks. I'm going to do red. So this is the pitchfork for this pattern. But if you notice, this one, it does go down through it and touches in certain areas. This pattern here, it went up, done it, and then went way out. So sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Like I said, they're about a good shot. They do. This pattern may not have, he formed. But anyways, but this might not be. So here we're looking at where it comes back down, and once it does, we're looking for it to come back out and may hit. It comes down, touches, and then all of a sudden that's it. That basically that pattern is over. And when it starts going back up, but with a pitchfork, we can watch it where it may trend to this area, and then it goes back down. Trends to this one, hits this one, and then all of a sudden it goes back up. It may go back up, let's say to this one, and then all of a sudden it trends back down. So every time these touches, we can get in another trade. Sometimes they're very small trades. You bet big, you may win big. Sometimes they're very small trades, sometimes they're big trades. But it gives you other options to play with, retract with. So let me see if I had one up one time. Yeah, so see, here's a pitchfork here. And most time it stays within the pitchfork. Sometimes it does go out, don't get me wrong, perfect world, it would. But see, as it comes down, look at it goes over a little bit, but touches. Look here, touch, 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 touched. And then goes down, but doesn't go all the way up like you think it would. Comes back, go over a little bit. Maybe my pitchfork ain't centered, but so you got to be pretty much right on every aspect, but it looks like it is. So, and see, it goes out a little bit, comes back, goes down, comes back up, touches, and goes back down. Look at the touches here, touch, touch. All touches. They go a little bit over, but touch, 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 touch. So if you was here, you watch the candle, when I'm talking about the candle thing, you'll know that it's a good trade to get into if you got confirmation here, confirmation here. So this one would have been a confirmation that it's going to go up, and the pitchfork would have been another confirmation that's going up. So that gives you two confirmations. So anything more than one confirmation is great. Sometimes you get 2 or 3. But that one indicated it's going up, and it did. It does go back up. This one wouldn't have been a good one because it went through that touch, but these all would have told you it was indecisive. But you may have got in here, and it goes up, and then went back down. But if you put your take profit in here, or your sell stop in here, and you never got in the trade anyways. It went back down, went on. This one, I probably would have got into here, then it would have been into the trade here. It went down. But this one's a real good one. So you got in it here, and then went up. Where's that one I'm on now? So this one, this pattern is one indicator. This big butterfly is one indicator. My pitchfork is not an indicator just yet because this could not be the turnaround spot. My second indicator that tells me that the pattern could be going back down, the pattern here, this long candle, because it got a lot of motivation, and all of a sudden it quit. It got tired. Then all of a sudden it formed another big long candle, and it looks like a lot of people was getting out of the trade, so it formed this candle. So that indicated to me that it's turning. So that would be my second indicator. Third one, this candle formed red, which makes me think it's going to go. Now, that being said, it is 5:55 in the morning. That does not mean when everybody starts getting in the stock market, they don't push it the other way. And this is New Zealand Swiss franc. They're not too bad about it, but if you take, and I'm already in the trade, I'm already losing money. So, if you take, no, I'm not in the trade either. You must not hit my wick. You must not hit it. Oh, did I save it? Yeah. So, but like, let me see. U.S. and Canada is a good one. It moves pretty fast, but I don't have it on here because I don't. Oh yeah, here it is. This is Europe and U.S. They move fast. The bank controls it, so it looks like it may be doing the pattern there, and all of a sudden it comes back down. You think, oh yeah, it's doing it. It's doing it. I've got 2 indicators, 3 that tells me it's going to go back down. All of a sudden it goes straight up because they control it, and they'll throw tons of money in it, tons of money out of it, millions, to make it go the opposite way. So when people does get it, so they have to let you win sometimes, and they'll let you win some. Then also they'll go back and do something crazy, and just massive blow your account. So touch went over touch. Usually likes balance. It's balance. Well, anyways, we'll get up here. I gotta get going. I gotta head out today. So, but other than that, this is it. I mean, this is your life as a what they call a forex trader. Go on this website. It is. Let me type it up here. It is www. And I need to update that website. I forgot. I've got 4 or 5 other websites, and I've been working on one, and that one I've kind of really slacked on. I had another website up, but they took it down. Microsoft did, just for saying it. I used them, and they got out of the storing your website, so I had to go with Google, and I actually had one with GoDaddy, and it was up, and I decided to take it down from GoDaddy, and that's where that one comes up, and I have forgot that I have not finished it. But we'll finish it because I've got 4 websites like this, and one I've just started working on. This one I let off. I've got other websites I work on. So I'll do more to this, and I'm kind of embarrassed to even show it. But if you go here, you will see all the different patterns. This is a crab pattern, butterfly Gartley. And see, my picture doesn't show up, so it should be one a bullish and a bearish, but apparently that one doesn't even show up. Let's see, shark pattern. So this is what I was talking about. If this pattern here oversees this one, then it's not a butterfly pattern. It has to be below the A. I mean, it's going to be barely right across it, but it's got to be below the A. And then if it doesn't, it becomes a different pattern. It can still form, don't get me wrong, because it can still form the shark pattern. It's just a different, pattern. Shark patterns are very common. Gartley patterns are common. Butterfly patterns seems like they're more common. See, the C cannot oversee the A. It does not become the butterfly pattern. If this was above this, then you could consider it forming a shark pattern. But anyways, check my thing out. I'm going to put some videos on here how to do it. And I'm going to do Saturday. So stay tuned Saturday. I'm not going live, but I'll do a lot of research tomorrow night, next night, and everything. And we'll get back on here. My computer's fixing to update itself anyways. And we go there. So best thing to do is come in, check the news. You got some news today coming out, U.S. This one's going to be a pretty good a thing that could hurt the your pattern that may form that wick like we seen earlier. If I can find that wick. So that one or the other one? Yeah, this one. These are penny stocks, in case you want to know. These two are penny stocks. But that's a pretty nasty wick right there. So there's a lot of people lost money on that one if they didn't have a stop loss, or even if they had a stop loss, they lost a lot of money in there. So that wick, that stock, and I'm assuming it pumped and dumped it. That stock, that wick had to come way up here and then go down. That depends on how fast that thing went up there. It depends on how fast people lost it. And it can blow through your stop loss. And it goes so fast that it just does like a whip, and your stop loss don't catch it. And that happened to a lot of people a couple years ago. Back in the 80s, I think, or 90s. The market moved so fast down that stop loss didn't even catch it, couldn't even catch it. The software couldn't do it, and it blew people's accounts. That's kind of why they got it. Another thing now, that if you start blowing so much of your account, they'll log you out. But even then, it was going so fast, they said that it looked like pumping gas at $10 a gallon, how fast it was moving. But see, this one's horrible. So like I said, a lot of people lost money. If somebody got in as a sell, a buy, they may have made a lot of money if they had their take profit way up here or something. But and this is what I'm going to tell you. This is where I'm talking about the news. So there's a trade, and I'm going to find the video. I got it somewhere, but there's a trade right in here, like these two right here. Or I'm sorry, this one's Friday. So like I say, U.S. and Europe, these two are coming on, and these two are not like the Federal chair. There's not, because these actually will tell you, people get scared, and these will tell you, like, the economy's getting bad, the economy's getting worse, there's no interest on home mortgage or something, and that would cause people to panic. But most people gets out right when it happens. So if you know which way this is going to go, and so you're saying this is an hour, so you put your, and let's see, where people's kind of getting out or consolidating, where nobody's doing nothing, nobody's buying it, nobody's getting into this stock, let's say, and let's say this is the U.S. and Europe. So then, if you was good enough, you would put your a buy here, for say, you would get here and say, okay, I'm going to buy here. Or maybe, I think it's maybe you can do a sell too, I don't know, but you do both of them. And that way, if it goes this way, you hit your candle, or hit your trigger. If it goes this way, you don't hit it, or it goes the opposite way, it hits it. If it goes this way, it hits it. I'll have to watch the video again. But then you get in here, and they'll put a stop loss maybe, you know, so it's this candle here. They'll put a stop loss so far down. That way it covers their butt, but they won't put a take profit. And like I said, I have to figure out how they do the stop loss again. That way, if it goes that way, it's totally out of it. But you won't know that one formed, because that one's indecisive. If you put it right there, you'd have been out. Well, it depends. So anyways, I don't have to look. But anyway, so they would get in here, and it's just like playing the lottery. They'll hit that, and that thing jumps up. So I don't know how long it took this to form this whole big candle. It could take 2 or 3 minutes, and it jumped back down and start playing down here. But they'll get in it, and they'll jump way up, and they'll have their hand on the, and they'll hit a button, and they'll log out, and they just made a ton of money. But anyways, I'm gonna find that video. I might post it on the website. If I find the video of how to do it, I might post it on this website, and the guy will teach you, because I'm not going to teach you, because it's kind of and I don't know enough about it, but I'll see if I can find it, and I'll post it on there. But anyways, I won't get off here. Y'all have a good one. Happy Thursday. I know in some parts of the country today is getting cold, so I know today it's cold. Temperature drop's been nice the last couple of days, or last week or so, and today we got a little cold. So, but y'all keep watching. Subscribe to the video. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Hit that little bell over there, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to try to start at least doing 2 to 3 videos a week. Saturday's going to be a video most of the time. The market's closed, but it's okay. It's okay for the market to be closed. It doesn't matter. But we're going to try to do, I'm going to try to do more, so that way I got some people that's really wanting to learn this, and I need to help them out and get them on board. Because me posting 1 video a week ain't doing somebody no good. It's not doing anybody any good. If I can learn to speak, I watch these videos, and I don't have to apologize. Some of these videos, it sounds like I don't even know English no more. But I'm trying to learn Spanish, and then I feel like I'm going back opposite. It's funny because my wife knows Spanish, and she spoke so much English now. Sometimes she forgets how to speak Spanish. So it's funny because she'll ask me, "How do you say that in Spanish?" And I was laugh at her. I don't know. You're Hispanic. You tell me. So, but I will tell you this. I've noticed, if you before I get off here, if you notice, this is Europe and Mexico. If you go to United States and Mexico, they're always going down together. If one goes up, one goes down. That being said, it may take a little bit long for one of them to do the other. But if American starts going down, it may take the next day, but Europe will go down. If U.S. Mexico starts going up, Europe and U.S. Mexico may go up, or vice versa. Whichever one starts first goes up. But I've noticed that. So y'all keep your eye on that. Let me know what your thoughts on that is. I also tell me in the comments what you would like to learn. We do have a Facebook group, and I'll leave that in the description. So get on there and like it. I do post it is FDIS Stone Fort. There's this one, and I do have a one that's not on this, but it is, I haven't really used it, but it does say FDIS Stone Fort 2, but it's I don't use it that much. So see, I posted this the other day, yesterday, so I'll start posting videos in here of patterns and stuff. So check it out. Subscribe to the channel, or go to Facebook and like it, and that way you get updates posted and stuff. I need to take this website off because, well, see, there's another website I'm doing. So if you go to it, OMG, I'm free. If you go to, it should have it on here, but see, this one ain't done either. I took it down. Oh, career, contact us. No. Well, I took it down. But anyways, it was on here. Or I might have done it and didn't publish it. But I will go back to it. But anyways, it's got there, and you go to it, and you can actually log into it, and it's supposed to take you to this website. But apparently I didn't do it, so. Or it may be on there somewhere. But, alright, I'm going to get off here. I'm getting aggravated now because I feel like I haven't done nothing in a while. So, y'all have fun. Enjoy your day.